I'm a professional horn player, and I'll be doing a warm-up here today, and as you filter in, feel free to come in and ask questions. Starting off the day with what I do just about every day with the stamp trumpet exercises. Next up are scales. Some people do scales going through the circle of fifths, but I always just do mine up or down chromatically. I like to do switch up the articulation pattern. Either 8th, triplet, or 16th. Welcome to the stream, Edgar. How's it going? Boom. Hey everyone, welcome. Yeah, I'm just warming up with some scales and stuff. Do we have any musicians in here? Welcome, hi. Yes, back to the band days here. Were you a French horn player, Sonia? Clarinet, nice. I won't hold that against you though. Do you still play? Hey William, welcome. For everyone just joining, I'm doing my warm-up for on my French horn. Did some trumpet exercises, and now I'm doing some scales. Oh, you're more of a singer now? Cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I feel like singing and like piano. Well, I'd love to be able to do those things. Do you sing like in a choir or like on your own, like with songs? Yeah, I think like singing and playing piano on your own sounds like a lot more appealing than doing stuff in a group setting. I mean, I play French horn in an orchestra, and it's my job, and I'm always like reliant on playing with other people because I can only play one note at a time. But if you play piano, you can play harmony all by yourself. And the only way I can do that is like record multiple tracks over and over. You write for other artists and sing for demo? Oh, that's so cool. Nice. Oh, my dog is howling in her sleep. Have I ever played an Alex 103 before? Yeah, one of my colleagues played on one and I tried it out. Beautiful sound. Are you thinking of getting one or do you have one? That's the horn that the Berlin Phil plays on, and my teacher played on it as well. Plays on it. That Alex horns are most common in Germany. Yeah, they're amazing. They sound so good, especially when a whole section plays on them. Yeah, but in America, not so many people play on them. You think of getting one? Debating between Alex or Kuhn. Well, this is a Kuhn, so yeah, I'm a big proponent of Kuhns. This is I actually have this horn, which I played on for 8 years, and then I just got a new Kuhn, the Innovation, and I like it, but I've been having some issues where it's my string's been breaking really frequently, so I've been playing a lot of gigs where I travel, and I haven't wanted that to happen, so I need to go get that fixed. I mean, I really like a Kuhn. Are you in America? Or where, because I feel like that might influence whether you, which horn you get. In California, same. Great. Yeah, I mean, I love an Alex, but to be honest, my friends who play Alexes and take professional auditions, it depends on what your goals are, but if you want to be a professional horn player in the States, it's harder to do that. It seems like, or at least my friends who are in college or they're professionals, they've either they're switching to like other horns like Lucas's or away from the Alex because it's kind of specialized. And if you like play an audition for a section that's all con 8Ds on an Alex, is it possible? Maybe it's possible. I guess someone in Berlin did that. Someone joined the Berlin Phil on a con 8D, but winning the audition on a con. But anyways, yeah, I own 2 Rico Kuhns, so I totally recommend them. All right, did some scales. Let's do a little bit of chromatic. What is my opinion on bassoons? They're cool. A lot of buttons. Yeah, I mean, I love a good, especially second bassoon. Bassoon playing a low note sounds great. But for like choosing an instrument, it's kind of high maintenance. Too many bassoons? Yeah, I don't know. Do I recommend any horn models? Good fit for youth orchestra. Yeah, you play on a Yamaha. That's already a great horn. Yeah, I mean, Yamaha. I've played with people who play Yamahas and they sound awesome. But I got these Rico Kuhn horns because it was like I felt like the best bang for your buck of like you could sound really great on it. It could play all the notes and it didn't have. Yeah, I'd say the like best. Not, I mean, it is pretty super expensive. It is pretty expensive now. The Rico Kuhn Innovation. But that's like their newest model horn. I think that's the best one, and you could probably be fine not playing any other horn for the rest of your career if you so desire. But I think it was around $13,000 new. Yeah. That's what they're going for, which is kind of a lot for a double. You can make basically anything work, and if you're looking to like go into professional or like get into college on an instrument for French horn, a Kane D would serve you well. Like I'm sure a Yamaha would still serve you well. Yeah, you could play on basically anything, but I'm trying to think. I mean, I really like Rico Kuhn. This is a 290 W293. Great horn. Really nice low register, really open sounding. It's easy to get around the horn. How hard is it as a group to play the opening chord for the In the Hall of the Mountain King? Yeah, so I mean, I just played a woodwind quintet. I haven't played the full version of that, but I played a woodwind quintet version, and I know in that one, it's a stopped note. The first note of In the Hall of Mountain King was that, and you have to play it in tune with it was a bassoon in the woodwind quintet version, bassoon and horn playing it. And so stop notes on horn are pretty tricky in the sense that, especially if you're in a youth symphony, it's tough because you have to transpose down. So some people might not know when you hand stop, you also have to play a different, you basically play a note a half step below, but the note that's written comes out. It's kind of confusing. So, and then doing that in tune on top of all that is tricky. So I cut them some slack, Michelle. Yeah, and when you mute, it's also hard enough to like know you're playing the right note. It's just as easy to play the right note as it is to play the wrong one. All those are so close together. So, and if everyone's playing like a chord, I mean, yeah. What else are you playing on your program, Michelle? That's a cool piece. Cool. I've played that a lot. Why are conductors yelling at people to make doesn't really make them, they want to play the right notes too. No need to yell, you know? All right, we're on to flexibility exercises. So we have a bassoon player, a horn player, clarinet player in here. Anyone else? Yeah, okay, so my horn, this horn, the reason I switched from Rico Kuhn W293, which is like more reasonably priced, I think, for like the caliber of horn, I think it's like $8,000 or $9,000. It is very open sounding. It has less resistance. Basically on horn, when you want to play higher, the more resistance, the better. Hey, welcome back, Cassie. Good to see you. So the more resistance, the better. And so you might have a very like open horn, which is great and works for a lot of things. Like it's especially good for low and mid-low. But it makes it tricky for when you have to do like really touchy stuff above the staff. Like it can be super squirrely. I don't know why that actually worked on my horn. Probably because I played it loud. But like especially soft high playing, super tricky. Yeah, so I mean, I just got the Rico Kuhn Innovation. It's awesome. So I would check out that if you can. I think the only people who sell them right now are Houghton horns. But you can ship it. You can buy it with a 2-week trial. So, but it is $13,000. So it's pricey. I'm not sure. What's your budget, Sumil? How's it going? Did you get your sousaphone yet, Cassie? Sumil, so if you have a Facebook, there's a group called Horn Trader where you can look at used horns, and I would say that is a really good bet. To see, I would buy a used horn. If you're trying to make your money go further, buy a used horn. But the thing about the Innovation is it's so new that people aren't really selling them used yet. So, I mean, you might be able to find a good Rico Kuhn horn for $8,000 or $9,000. Again, it's called Horn Trader. By the way, I grew up in California too, Sumil, and I played in the CSUN Youth Orchestra in Southern California. Yeah, I don't really have experience with the Alexander or the Paxman SJ. Oh, cool. Nice. And you're saying I look like... Oh, is that the guy who doesn't... He can speak a bunch of languages? Yeah. Oh, exactly. Now that I read your full message, of course. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. So for the Paxman or the Alex, Paxman is what they play mostly in England, but there are some people who play on them in the States, and they sound great. it has a nice like warm dark sound, and the Alex has a really bright sound. I mean, I love Alex's. I don't know about Alex's 1103s. I think the Yamaha, like, what is it, 671s are really popular now. Let me see, Horn Trader. Let me see what people are selling. Okay, warming up here. Lip trills. I would definitely get a double, probably not a triple. The thing about Alex is, oh hey Kat, what's going on? Oh, you play a 671 already? Yeah, okay, and the other ones were easier to play. Apparently with 671s, I think they stock come with a first B flat slide that is like a U shape, but they will remake them now with they make them now with like a more like, I think like this shape, and I think that helps with like their high. They've had an issue with the high B flat, but apparently if you contact them, they'll give you one for free. Welcome back, Kat. Oh no. The problem with pulling out slides like that is like, where did it go? Where did it used to go? I'll just play out a tune for a week and we'll figure out eventually. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, feel free to like and subscribe. That I really appreciate that. Yeah, what's going on? What's new? Oh yeah, last week I did a tour with my orchestra. I played in Pacific Symphony in Orange County, and we went up to Napa Valley. And so we played at this winery, Charles Krug, and it was awesome. Really cool. Like probably the most beautiful venue I've ever played at. Like trees blowing, butterflies flying in. Yeah, it was really cool. And we played Rachmaninoff's Piano Concerto No. 3, which I think is like one of the best pieces. It's super, super fun to play. Even on fourth, I mean, Rachmaninoff gives fourth horn a lot of stuff to do. And then we did Swan Lake. A good ballet. Great movie with Natalie Portman in it as well. Oh wait, no, that's the. Is that what it's called? What is that movie called? Has anyone else seen that? Was it Black Swan? I read a book called Black Swan. Anyways, yeah, it was a good trip, and then afterwards I hung out up there and went to some wineries. Super fun. And then now I'm back. I've got a week off, so I'm just practicing a lot. Lip trills. I'm gonna get into my trumpet exercises now. One thing that I've found is that it's really easy to just play the things you're always used to playing and then get really good at a few things, but you got to push yourself. And so lately I've been playing out of this Technical Studies for Trumpet book by Max Schlossberg, who is apparently like principal trumpet of the New York Symphony Philharmonic before they had decided that they would just be the New York Philharmonic. And yeah, these are really fun and can be super crazy. So I'm gonna start off with some chill ones and then maybe some crazy ones by the end. Something I work on a lot when I'm practicing, especially soft stuff, is there's like a way of playing soft that keeps the lights on, and there's a way of playing that like sounds like it's shut off. Here's what it sounds like when it's shut off. And then here's what it sounds like when the lights are left on. It's like every note has like a sort of vibrancy to it. High register's not warm enough for that exercise. So let's warm up some high register. Go to exercises, flexibility exercise. By the way, this is all on natural horns, so no fingering changes. It's all being done by the speed of my air. Is anyone else practicing right now? Did I play saxophone before? Nah. I played violin before terribly for like a year or two until they got to the part where they're like, we all have to learn how to play with vibrato now. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna switch instruments. So when I got to middle school, I picked up the French horn because my brother played oboe, which was supposedly the hardest woodwind instrument. And I asked what was harder. And so people were like, no one's good at French horn. So I was like, I came home that day Guess what I play? You have to go get your horn picked up from the repair shop. Dang, yeah, I mean, I have to go take one of my horns to the repair shop, so I feel ya. Good luck. I hope it's okay. Just like not a cleaning, or I hope it's just a cleaning and not something serious. Okay. Question is, can I play high notes now? Dang, is it tricky. So one thing I do is I have two mouthpieces, and this one is like a smaller one, a pea shooter, if it as it were. And let's see if that helps with the response. Aw, nice. Well, the horn loves you too. Do you like any songs or pieces with horn in it? Probably not this exercise. This is a trumpet exercise. Trying to keep me honest. Yeah, this is like a group of exercises that I do to kind of like push myself. I'm training, working on my high register a lot lately. Because my job is a fourth horn player, so I play a lot of low notes. And so when I get out of work, I need to play a lot of high notes to kind of like balance out. So here's a flexibility exercise. I gotta do trumpet high register stuff. I know, I'm getting there. Trust me, I'm getting there. I'm a bit scared. I'm warming up before I get there. 'Cat, you're a horn player, right? How long have you played for? Cool. Yeah, I feel like French horn can be super fun. Like the highs are really high, but it can be super frustrating when you're learning because you can use the same fingering and then like you can play the wrong note 8,000 different ways. Like, it's just so easy to miss notes. But it gets easier, but you'll still always miss notes. I mean, practicing for All-State stuff. What All-State are you doing the rep for? I was thinking about putting out a video for my students in California, for the California All-State. Yeah, I'm big on, I like to miss notes, not chip them. You know, I don't like chipping notes, but if I just miss it altogether. Okay, Louisiana, cool. I wonder what are you guys playing for that? Is it middle school or high school? Oh, Coprosh. Whoa. Which Coprosh number? High school. Okay. Coprosh number 31. Oh, okay. I don't remember how that one goes. I can pull it up in a minute. If would you be interested if I pulled it up and played that? Or if you're traumatized from practicing it, no worries. We don't have to play Coprosh. Okay, cool. I'll do that for you, Kat. I'll pull out the Coprosh. Almost done with the trumpet exercises. You know what? I'm going to switch to the Coprosh because life's too short. 31. Some of these are super hard. Oh. This is a tricky one. I can see why it's on the All-State list. Is it the whole thing you have to play, or just like the first like 6 lines? Because it goes down to the last note's a low G. That's kind of insane. The sireting was good. Thank you. I appreciate that. whole thing for Allstate. Dang. Yeah, co-brush is it's tiring because it's like Etudes. It's always all you playing every note. There were some really tricky bits in here. So a lot of like sight reading is just pattern recognition, and so playing a lot of scales and arpeggios and like flexibility exercises, like I was just doing. And so because I've done that for years, it's really easy for like my brain and fingers to figure out what notes to play a lot faster than it used to. But believe me, Kat, I've missed every note more times than you. I've probably missed more notes than you've ever played. So don't sweat it, okay? Oh, nice. They give you a little 2-bar beat rest here. Okay, let me think if I have any tips. With a super challenging etude like this, where you have to play a lot all the time, don't be afraid to like take time at the end of a phrase. So at the end of 7 lines in, you get this phrase. You can do a little slowdown there. It's not written, but just it's a double bar line right after. So take a little bit of time. Take a full breath, okay? A full breath is the key to doing well on this etude. And then to play low and then high all the time, it's all about the speed of your air. So you want to keep your face really close together, like you're going the whole time, but start lower notes with slower air and then speed it up for higher notes. Not so much with your face, but more with your air. I wish I had a little bit of like fingering tricks for this, but I would just do whatever you're comfortable with. And do you play on a double horn, Kat? Nice. I appreciate the roast, Gazala. A double? Yeah. Okay, great. You're in good shape. If you got a double horn, it'll make the higher stuff a bit easier. Keep your face set for the highest note you're going to play. So, keep your face in that position, and then try to see if you can play the rest of the etude, okay? By just slowing down your air, okay? All right, what are we, 45 minutes in? I'm going back to trumpet exercises to be, try to push myself. I'm getting to the crazy ones now. I have not tried this one before, but this one looks absolutely insane. How long have I been playing? 18 years. So definitely don't compare yourself to me. Yeah. I didn't get really serious about playing horn until, I mean, I practiced and I took lessons, but I didn't really practice. I decided I want to be a professional musician when I was going into my senior year of high school. So then I started practicing a lot, like 4 or 5 hours a day. But before that, I was just doing like, 2 or 3 hours a week. Maybe. If I was lucky. Was I doing 2? No, I was probably doing like, well, I'd have like a hour lesson, and then you'd practice like the 2 days before the lesson. No, maybe like 2 or 3 hours. I got really excited about playing like certain pieces. Kat, there's a piece called Hunter's Moon that I played the other day. I'm not sure if you were there for that, but I played that when I had played horn for like 2 or 3 years. That was like my goal piece to play. And it's super fun. It does like a lot of stopped horn and it's really cheeky. And super fun. All right, let's see if we can do some flexibility exercises. Ooh. Alright, that one is the limit. I can't do that. I'm going to put a star by it. Work on it later. I bet a trumpet player would absolutely destroy that exercise, but that's tough. Here's an etude I've never looked at before. What's going on, Garfield? Welcome. This is your first time here, or do I recognize you from before? geez, that one's so hard. It's I feel like an exercise kind of built around the interval of a 6, which is one of my favorites. Do you think it'll go well if a pianist who doesn't have any knowledge about wind instruments has to write an arrangement for winds? I mean, yeah, I mean, there'll be things that need to be fixed, and that's the way it usually works with composers, is you write an arrangement, but you just have to be okay with, you show it to someone who plays that instrument, and you ask them, is this playable? And that's usually how you get some. Typically, if you're writing something for brass, give them a bunch of rests. A lot of like really constant whole notes will tire them out. That's right. Major 6 is the most beautiful interval. My favorite pieces. That's a major 6, right? Yeah. Also, so that was Star Wars. Then this is Richard Strauss's Second Horn Concerto. Yeah, sure thing, Jeremy. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, let it rip, please. Write something for winds or brass. Just be cool with doing a rewrite if or adjusting some things around to give people a break. Yeah, and typically for brass, if you're gonna write anything for horn and you Google like what is the range of a horn, don't write it at the top or bottom of what it says the acceptable range is. Like for French horn, write in the staff, and that's in the French horn staff, like not transposed. Yeah, so find out where people's like most comfortable registers are. It was sort of like a Stravinsky thing to write where instruments like weren't super, they could technically play, but they weren't super comfortable with it. Like the opening of Rite of Spring, the bassoon solo is super high, would have been much easier played on a English horn or an oboe, but he wanted that color. Yeah. I mean, that's like a special circumstance, but like a lot of really amazing composers write exactly how the instrument like is played in the easiest way. English horn is interesting, yes, exactly. And my brother played the oboe in English horn, and he would just pull out my music because English horn is an F, and so is the French horn, and he would just play all my music flawlessly. I'd be so annoyed. Wow, yeah. So this etude is like pretty darn tricky. Yeah, it's just a little longer than an oboe in a different key. I'm not exactly sure how hard it is to switch between the two or how different it is besides that. How is that an acceptable measure of music to write? Bum, 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 ba, yum. That's crazy. Wow. I'm giving this a 2 for playability out of 10. But I'm gonna attempt it. I think I'm gonna make this my next mission. I'm gonna write a little star on this too. So this is my first time playing this piece, and it's a trumpet piece, and I'm learning it just because. So how would I work on this? I get it. I mean, the middle register is most comfortable to play for brass players. Definitely. Horn players can play, yeah, like in the staff, like near the top of the staff. You'll get really nice sounds. I was just listening to the soundtrack to Faririn, and they had all these brass chorales. I would listen to, well, I'm not sure this is for wind arranging, but if you're arranging for brass, like a nice brass chorale piece was Gone But Not Forgotten by Evan Call. And yeah, like the horn was like the leader of all these brass chorales, and it's super beautiful. It's all like, it's nothing too high. Yeah, definitely don't write anything in the range that this Etude's in. Really angular, and now I'm playing through this, like really angular music is gonna be harder to put together. Like all these really large jumps. If you're gonna do a 6, which we all agree is like, that's the best interval. Maybe in a slower version, not this crazy one. Hello, Helene. Oh my gosh. Yes, well, this is a French horn. It's a double horn. It has a trigger, and I'm playing through trumpet music. It's a trumpet etude, and it's a challenge. So, but I'm trying to challenge myself every practice session I do. I feel like sometimes it's really easy to get comfortable just playing the same stuff over and over and making that better. And I think there's some usefulness that it's very useful, and it's like confidence building to do that, but to also like push yourself and play really hard stuff. I think that's how I'm gonna grow even faster. So yeah. Oh man, but when you play really hard, like especially high stuff, you get tired pretty quick on horn. Does anyone have a request? I'm ending my warm-up's ending. It's been an hour, which is plenty for a warm-up. But does anyone have a request of anything for me to play before I go? I'm honestly not sure, but I would assume so. But I mean, Google the range of an instrument and then figure out where the middle of that range is, and then probably right in around there. That would be my guess. Oh, thanks, Zach. Yeah. I'm just finishing up my warm-up, actually. I was playing through some trumpet etudes, just absolutely diabolical. This, if you've ever played the Max Schlossberg trumpet studies, I've been working through this book, and it's like, it's crazy. So anyways, if you have a request of anything you'd like to hear, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just play a drone. What I've been doing lately is like improvising with the drone. So you can let me know if you like this. Hopefully this isn't like screaming loud on the stream. All right. Thanks for tuning in, Jeremy. Yeah, subscribe if you want to see any of my live streams. I typically go live like 4 times a week. Can I play the opening of the Mahler 5 Scherzo? Dang, Zach coming in with the insane request. I can do it. I got you. But let me have a little fun first with this drum. Hey, welcome back, Abel. Abel, I'm ending the stream in like 5 minutes or in 10 minutes, so I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm gonna go live as well. I'm playing like a drone at a 5th right now, and it's cool to hear like what the crunchiest notes are. Zach, are you a horn player or a trumpet player? You play every brass instrument? I'll have to check you out. Yeah. Zach's musical works. I'll check it out after the stream. Okay. It was a fun... sometimes you gotta play fun stuff just for you. Okay, and then now I have to play Mahler 5 for Zach. Yes. Here we go. I'm pulling up the music. Or do I know the music? Who am I kidding? I think I know the music. All right, and with that, Mahler 5, I did it. There you go, Zach. Okay. Oh, you're a composer? Nice. Cool. Well, feel free. I hope you enjoyed the live, and I'll be posting more on my YouTube channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be posting more on my YouTube channel, so if you enjoy the streams and videos, feel free to check out my page. So thanks so much, Zach. All right, take care, everybody. Bye, Kat.